In this video, we are going to learn about destructuring expressions of JavaScript for arrays and objects. So destructuring expressions are used to derive values from arrays or properties from objects and assign them to new variables. In order to understand this better, let's dive into code editor and see how we are using destructuring expressions for objects first. So if I get back to my code editor and create a new object over here, let's say A, and assign it some value. Let's say X with some value 1 and Y with some value 2. And now if I just want to have the value X from my A without using value Y, then what I can do is I can create let X is equals to A. At the same time, I'll encapsulate X into curly braces. This is the destructuring expression which shows that we need value X from A, and it will give us the value X only from A, and we can use it directly like this. If I console log over here and print X, you'll see value of X which is 1, and if I derive value Y from A, I can show it over here just like X, and if I print it, you can see value 1 and 2 printing over here. In our destructuring expression, we can also assign some aliases. For example, if I don't want to use original property name that is X over here, what I can do is I can assign it an alias, let's say E2. And now if I get back to console log and print E2, the results would be exactly same as you can see over here. And for example, if there was no value of X, let's say it was undefined. In that case, if I print it right now, it prints undefined. But what if I wanted to have a default value for X over here? What I can do is I can simply assign it a default value, let's say 3. And now if I print it, you can see that the default value is printed over here. Also, if there was no undefined value for X, let's try that out once again. And as you can see, it prints the original value, that is 1. So this was the concept of destructuring expressions over here. And this is the basic knowledge that we will be needing in our course. We can also use same concept for arrays. So let's try using arrays. If I assign A is equals to an array, let's say with two values 1 and 2. And if I get back to my code below and run my code, you can see that it prints value Y as undefined. Since we are not destructing it in the right way and we are using object-based destructuring, we will have to use it in an array format by enclosing it into square brackets. And now if we run our code, it gives us an error since we cannot assign alias to our array-based destructuring just like we did for our object-based destructuring. So in order to fix that, we will have to remove this value from here for alias, and we can still assign the default value like this. And if we run our code before that, let's assign value X over here in our console log. And now if I run it, you can see the value is getting printed 1 and 2. And now if I make 1 as undefined or don't assign it a value and run my code, you can see the value 3 has been printed. So in this way, we can use destructuring expression in our JavaScript code, and we'll be using it mostly in our functional components or component classes to destructure our objects and arrays. So that's it for this video, and see you in the next video.